victorious in thy mourning weeds. Lo, as the bark that hath discharged her freight returns with precious lading to the bay, from whence at first she weighed her anchorage, cometh Andronicus, bound with laurel boughs, to resalute his country with his tears. Stand gracious to the rights that we intend. Romans, of 25 valiant sons, behold, the poor remains, alive and dead. These that survive, let Rome reward with love. These that I bring unto their latest home, with burial amongst their ancestors. Ye Goths have given me leave to sheath my sword. Titus, unkind and careless of thine own, why sufferest thou thy sons unburied yet, to hover on the dreadful shore of Styx? Make way! Lay them by their brethren! O sacred receptacle of my joys, sweet cell of virtue and nobility, how many sons of mine hast thou in store, that thou wilt never render to me more?
There greet in silence as the dead are wont, and sleep in peace, slain in your country's wars.
Give us the proudest prisoner of the Goths, that we may hew his limbs, and on a pile add manus fratrum, sacrifice his flesh, that so the shadows be not unappeased, nor we disturbed with prodigies on earth.
I give him you, the noblest that survives, the eldest son of this distressed queen.
Stay, Roman brethren! Gracious conqueror, victorious Titus, rue the tears I shed, the mother's tears and passion for her son.
No!
If thy sons were ever dear to thee, think my son to be as dear to me. Suffice it not that we are brought to Rome to beautify your triumphs and return captives in thee and thy Roman yoke. Must my sons be slaughtered in the streets for valiant doings in their country's cause? Or if to fight for king and common we were piety in thine, it is in these. Andronicus, stain not thy tomb with blood. Wilt thou draw near the nature of the gods? Draw near them then in being merciful. But sweet mercy is nobility's true badge. Thrice noble Titus, Spare my firstborn son!
Patience yourself, madam, and pardon me. These are their brethren whom your Goths beheld, alive and dead. And for their brethren slain, religiously they ask a sacrifice. To this your son is marked.
Oh!
Die he must to appease their groaning shadows that are gone.
Away with him and make a fire straight, and with our swords upon a pile of wood, let's hew his limbs, till they be clean consumed.
Oh, cruel, irreligious piety!
Was ever Scythia half so barbarous?
Boast not Scythia to ambitious Rome. Olympus goes to rest, and we survive to tremble under Titus' threatening looks. Stand resolved, but hope with all the gods may favor Tamara, the queen of gods, to quit these bloody wrongs upon their foes.
See, Lord and Father, how we have performed our Roman rites. Alaba's limbs are lopped, and entrails feed to sacrifice in fire. Remaineth naught but to inter our brethren, and with loud alarums welcome them to Rome.
Peace and honor rest you here, my sons, secure from worldly chances and mishaps. Here lurks no treason. Here no envy swells. Here grow no damned drugs. Here are no storms, no noise, but silence and eternal sleep. In peace and honor rest you here, my sons.
In peace and honor live Lord Titus long. My noble lord and father, live in fame. Lo, at this tomb my tributary tears I render for my brethren's obsequies. And at thy feet I kneel, with tears of joy shed on the earth for thy return to Rome. Bless me here with thy victorious hand.
Kind Rome, that hast thus lovingly reserved the cordial of mine age to glad my heart. Lavinia, live. Outlive thy father's days, and fame's eternal date for virtue's praise.
Noble patricians, patrons of my right, defend the justice of my cause with arms. And countrymen, my loving followers, plead my successive title with your swords.
Romans, friends, followers, favourers of my right. If ever Bassianus, Caesar's son, were gracious in the eyes of royal Rome, keep then this passage to the capital.
I am the firstborn son, that was the last that wear the imperial diadem of Rome.
And suffer not dishonour to approach the imperial seat. To virtue consecrate, to justice, continence, and nobility.
Then let my father's honors live in me. No road in my age will
with this indignity. Exert impure elections shine. And Romans, I call freedom in your choice.
Princes, strive by factions and by friends ambitiously for rule and empery. Know that the people of Rome have by common voice in election for the Roman empery chosen Andronicus, a nobler man, a braver warrior lives not this day within the city walls. He by the Senate is a sighted home from weary wars against the barbarous Goths. Let us entreat, by honor of his name, that you withdraw you. Dismiss your followers, and as suitors should, plead your deserts in peace and humbleness.
Marcus Andronicus. So I do rely on thy uprightness and integrity.
And so I love and honor thee and thine, thy noble brother, Titus, and his sons, and her to whom my thoughts are humbled all. Gracious Lavinia, Rome's rich ornament, that I will here dismiss my loving friends. And to my fortunes and the people's favor, commit my cause in balance to be weighed.
Forward in my right. I thank you all, and here dismiss you all. And to the love and favor of my country, commit myself, my person, and the cause! Rome, be as just and gracious unto me as I am confident and kind to thee. Open the gates and let me in!
Long live Lord Titus, my beloved brother.
Thanks, gentle tribune. Noble brother, Marcus.
And welcome, nephews from successful wars, you that survive and those that sleep in fame. Titus Andronicus, the people of Rome send thee by me their tribune and their trust. This haliament of white and spotless hue, name thee in election for the empire. With these our late deceased emperor's sons. Be candidatus then, and put it on, and help to set a head on headless Rome.
A better head her glorious body fits than this that shakes for age and feebleness. Rome, I have been thy soldier 40 years, and led my country's strength successfully, and buried 21 valiant sons. Give me a staff of honor for mine age, but not a scepter to control the world. Upright ye held it, lords, held at last.
Titus, thou shalt but ask and have the empery. Proud and ambitious tribune, canst thou tell?
Patience, princess.
Romans! Do me right! Patricians, draw your swords and sheathe them not till Saturninus be Rome's emperor!
Andronicus, would thou were shipped to hell rather than rob me of the people's hearts.
Proud Saturnine, interrupter of the good that noble-minded Titus means to thee.
Content thee, Prince. I will restore to thee the people's hearts and wean them from themselves.
Andronicus, I do not flatter thee, but honor thee, and will do till I die. My faction, if thou strengthen with thy friends, I will most thankful be.
People of Rome, and people's tribunes here, I ask your voices and your suffrages. Will you bestow them friendly on Andronicus?
To gratify the good Andronicus, congratulate his safe return to Rome, the people will accept whom he admits.
Tribunes, I thank you, and this suit I make, that you create your Emperor's eldest son, Lord Saturnine, whose virtues will, I hope, reflect on Rome as Titans rays on earth. And if you will elect by my advice, to crown him and say, long live our Emperor!
Long live our Emperor Saturnine!
Patricians and plebeians, we create Lord Saturninus, Rome's great emperor, and say, long live our Emperor Saturnine!
Titus Andronicus, for thy favors done to us in our election this day, I give thee thanks in part of thy deserts, and will with deeds requite thy gentleness. And, for an onset, Titus, to advance thy name and honorable family, Lavinia will I make my empress, Rome's royal mistress, mistress of my heart, and in the sacred pantheon her espouse. Tell me, Andronicus, doth this motion please thee?
It doth, my worthy lord, and in this match I hold me highly honored of your grace. Here, in sight of Rome, the Saturnine king and commander of our commonweal, the wide world's emperor, do I consecrate my sword, my chariot, and my prisoners. Presents well worthy Rome's imperial lord.
Thanks, noble Titus, father of my life. How proud I am of thee and of thy gifts, Rome shall record. And when I do forget the least of these unspeakable deserts, Romans, forget thy fealty to me.
Now, madam, are you prisoner to an emperor? To him that for your honor and your state will use you nobly and your followers.
A goodly lady, trust me, of the hue that I would choose, were I to choose anew. Clear up, fair queen, that cloudy countenance. Though chance of war hath wrought this change of cheer, thou comest not to be made a scorn in Rome. Princely shall be thy usage, every way. Rest on my word, and let not discontent daunt all your hopes. Madam, he that comforts you can make you greater than Queen of Gods. Lavinia, you are not displeased with this?
Not I, my lord. Sith true nobility warrants these words and princely courtesy.
Thanks, sweet Lavinia. Romans, let us go. Ransomless here, we set our prisoners free. Proclaim our honors, lords, with trump and drums.
Lord Titus, by your leave, this maid is mine.
How, sir? Are you in earnest, then, my lord?
I, noble Titus, am resolved withal.
This prince, in justice, seizeth but his own.
And that he will and shall, if Lucius live.
Traitors avaunt. Where is the Emperor's guard? Treason, my lord. Lavinia is surprised.
Surprised? By whom?
By him that justly may bear his betrothed from all the world away.
Fear not, my lord. I shall bring her back.
Brothers, help to convey her hence away. And with my sword, I'll keep this way safe. My lord, you pass not here.
What, villain? Boy! Pass me my way in Rome, huh? Ah!
My lord, you are unjust! And more than so, in wrongful quarrel you have slain your son.
Nor thou nor he are any sons of mine. My sons would never so dishonor me. Traitor! Restore Lavinia to the Emperor!
Dead, if you will, but not to be his wife. That is another's lawful, promised love.
No, Titus, no! The Emperor needs her not. Nor her, nor thee, nor any of thy stock. I'll trust by leisure him that mocks me once. Thee never! Nor thy traitorous, haughty sons, confederates, all thus to dishonor me. But go thy ways, go! A valiant son-in-law shalt thou enjoy, one fit to bandy with thy lawless sons! And therefore, lovely Tamara, Queen of Goths, if thou be pleased with this my sudden choice, behold, I choose thee, Tamara, for my bride, and will create thee Empress of Rome. Speak, Queen of Goths, dost thou applaud my choice?
If Saturnine advance the Queen of Goths, she will a handmaid be to his desires, a loving nurse, a mother to his youth.
Ascend, fair queen, to the pantheon. Lords, accompany your noble emperor and his lovely bride. There shall we consummate our spousal rights.
Titus, when wert thou wont to walk alone, dishonored thus and challenged of wrongs?
Oh, Titus, see. Oh, see what thou hast done. In a bad quarrel, slain a virtuous son.
No, foolish tribune, no. No son of mine. Nor thou, nor these, confederates in the deed that hath dishonored all our family.
Let us give him burial as becomes. Give Mutius burial with our brethren.
Traitors away, he rests not in this tomb. Here none but soldiers and Rome's servitors repose in fame.
None basely slain in brawls. Bury him where you can. He comes not here.
My lord, this is impiety in you. He must be buried with his brethren.
And shall, or him we will accompany.
And shall? What villain was it spake that word?
He that would have vouched in any place but here.
Oh, would you bury him in my despite?
No, noble Titus. But entreat of thee to pardon Mutius and to bury him.
Marcus, even thou hast struck upon my crest, and with these boys, mine honor thou hast wounded. My foes I do repute you, every one. So trouble me no more, but get you gone.
He is not with himself. Let us withdraw.
Not I. Till Mutius's bones be buried.
Father, and in that name doth nature speak.
Dear Father, soul and substance of us all.
Renowned Titus, more than half my soul.
Rise, Marcus, rise. The dismal stays this that I saw. To be dishonored by my sons in Rome.
Well, bury him. And bury me the next.
So, Bassianus, you have played your prize. God give you joy, sir, of your gallant bride.
And you of yours, my lord. Say no more, or wish no less, and so I take my leave.
Traitor! If Rome have law, or we have power, thou and thy faction shall repent this rape.
Rape? Call you in, my lord, to seize my own, my true betrothed love, and now my wife? Let the laws of Rome determine all. Meanwhile, I'm possessed of that is mine.
It is good, sir. You are very short with us. But if we live, we'll be as sharp with you.
My lord, what I have done as best I may, answer I must and shall do with my life.
This noble gentleman, Lord Titus here, is in opinion and in honor wrong. That in the rescue of Lavinia with his own hand did slay his youngest son in zeal to you. Receive him then to favor Saturnheim.
Prince Bassianus, leave to plead my deeds. 'Tis thou and those that have dishonored me. Rome and the righteous heavens be my judge, how I have loved and honored Saturnine.
I could do no more.
My worthy lord, if ever Tamara were gracious in those princely eyes of thine, then hear me speak indifferently for all. And at my suit, sweet, pardon what is past.
Oh, madam, be dishonored openly and basely put it up without revenge.
Not so, my lord. The gods of Rome forfend I should be authored to dishonor you. But on mine honor, dare I undertake for good Lord Titus, innocence and all, whose fury not dissembled speaks his griefs. Then at my suit, look graciously on him, lose not so noble a friend on vain suppose. My lord, he ruled by me be won at last. Dissemble all your griefs and discontents. You are but newly planted in your throne. Lest then the people and patricians too upon a just survey take Titus' part, and so supplant you for ingratitude. Yield at entreats, and then let me alone. I'll find a day to massacre them all, and raise their faction and their family, the cruel father and his traitorous sons to whom I sued for my dear son's life, and make them know what 'tis to let a queen kneel in the streets and beg for grace in vain. Come, sweet emperor. Come, Andronicus. Take up this good old man and cheer the heart that dies in tempest of thy angry frown.
Rise, Titus, rise. My empress hath prevailed.
I thank your majesty, and her, my lord.
And let it be mine honor, good my lord, that I have reconciled your friends and you. For you, Prince Bassianus, I have passed my word and promise to the emperor that you will be more mild and tractable. And fear not, lords. And you, Lavinia, by my advice, all humbled on your knees, you shall ask pardon of his majesty.
We do. And vow to heaven and to your highness that what we did was mildly as we might, tendering our sister's honor and our own.
That, on mine honor, here I do attest.
Away and talk not. Trouble us no more.
Nay, nay, sweet emperor, we must all be friends. The tribune and his nephews kneel for grace. I will not be denied, sweetheart. Look back.
Marcus, for thy sake and thy brothers here, and at my lovely Tamara's entreats, I do remit these young men's heinous faults. Stand up. Lavinia, though you left me like a churl, I found a friend. Come, if the Emperor's court can feast two brides, you are my guest, Lavinia, and your friends. This day shall be a love day, Tamara.
Tomorrow, and it please your majesty, to hunt the panther in the heart with me.
Be it so, Titus. And Gramercy too.
Now, climbeth Tamara Olympus' top, safe out of fortune's shot and sits aloft, secure of thunder's crack or lightning flash, advanced above pale envy's threatening reach. As when the golden sun salutes the morn, and having gilt the ocean with its beams, gallops the zodiac in its glistering coach and overlooks the highest peering hills. So Tamara, upon her wit doth earthly honor wait, and virtue stoops and trembles at her frown. Then Aaron, arm thy heart, and fit thy thoughts to mount aloft with thy imperial mistress, and mount her pit whom thou in triumph long hast prisoner held, fettered in amorous chains. Away with slavish weeds and servile thoughts. I will be bright and shine and pearl and gold to wait upon this new-made empress. To wait, said I? To wanton with this queen, this goddess, this Semiramis, this nymph, this siren that will charm Rome's Saturnine and see his shipwreck and his commonweals. Oh, what storm is this?
Chiron, thy years once wit, thy wit once edge and manners to intrude where I am graced. And may, for aught thou knowest, affected be.
Demetrius, thou dost overween in all, and so in this to bear me down with braves? Oh, 'tis not the difference of a year or two makes me less gracious or thee more fortunate. I am as able and as fit as thou to serve and to deserve my mistress' grace, and that my sword upon thee shall approve and plead my passions for Lavinia's love.
Clubs, these lovers will not keep the peace.
Why, boy? Although our mother, unadvised, gave you a dancing rapier by your side, are you so desperate grown to threat your friends? Go to. Have your laugh glued within your sheath till you know better how to handle it.
Meanwhile, sir, with what little skill I have, full well thou shalt perceive how much I dare.
Boy. Grow ye so brave.
How now, Lord? Here in the Emperor's palace, dare you draw and maintain such a quarrel openly? Full well I wot the ground of all this grudge. I would not for a million of gold the cause were known to them it most concerns. Nor would your noble mother for much more be so dishonored in the court of Rome. For shame, put
Not I! Till I've sheathed my rapier in his bosom, and withal thrust these reproachful speeches down his throat that he hath breathed in my dishonor here.
For that I am prepared and full resolved. Foul-spoken coward, that thunderest with thy tongue, and with thy weapon nothing darest perform.
Away, I say! Now by the gods that more like Goths adore, this petty brabbler will undo us all. Why, lords, think you not how dangerous it is to step upon a prince's right? What, is Lavinia then become so loose, or Bassianus so degenerate that for her love such quarrels may be broached without controlment, justice, or revenge?
Young lords, beware. And should the Empress know this discord's ground, the music would not please.
I care not I, you she, and all the world. I love Lavinia more than all the world.
Youngling, learn how to make some meaner choice. Lavinia is thine elder brother's hope.
Why are ye mad? Or know you not in Rome how furious and impatient they be, and cannot brook competitors in love? I tell you, lords, you do but plot your deaths by this device.
Aaron, 1,000 debts would I propose to achieve her whom I love.
To achieve her? How?
Why makest thou so strange? She's a woman, therefore may be wooed. She is a woman, therefore may be won. She is Lavinia, therefore must be loved.
Why, then it seems some certain snatch or so would serve your turns.
Aye, so the term was served.
Aaron, thou hast hit it.
Would you hit it too? Then should not we be tired with this ado? Are you such fools to square for this? Would it offend you then that both should speed?
Faith, not me.
No me. So are we one.
For shame be friends and join for that you jar. 'Tis policy and stratagem must do that you affect. And I have found the path. My lords, a solemn hunting is at hand. There will the lovely Roman ladies troop. The forest walks are wide and spacious. Many unfrequented plots there are fitted by kind for rape and villainy. Single you thither, then, this dainty doe, and strike her home by force, if not by words. This way, or not at all, stand you in hope. Come, our Empress, with her sacred wit, will we acquaint with all that we intend. He that had wit would think that I had none to bury so much gold under a tree, never after to inherit it. Let him that thinks of me so abjectly know that this gold must coin a stratagem, which, cunningly effected, will beget a very excellent piece of villainy. And so repose sweet gold for their unrest, and have their arms out of the Emperor's chest.
Lovely Aaron, wherefore look'st thou sad when everything doth make a gleeful boast? Birds chant melody on every bush. The snake lies rolling in the cheerful sun. Green leaves quiver with a cooling wind. Under their sweet shade, Aaron, let us sit. After conflict, we may, each wreathed in the other's arms, our pastimes done, possess a golden slumber, whilst hounds and horns and sweet melodious birds be unto us as is a nurse's song lullaby to bring her babe asleep.
Madam, though Venus govern your desires, Saturn is dominator over mine. Which signifies my deadly standing eye, my silence, and my cloudy melancholy. No, madam, these are no venereal signs. Vengeance is in my heart, death in my hand, blood and revenge are hammering in my head. Hark, Tamara, the empress of my soul, which never hopes more heaven than rests in thee. This is the day of doom for Bassianus. This Philomel must lose her tongue today. Thy sons make pillage of her chastity and wash their hands in Bassianus' blood. Seest thou this letter? Take it up, I pray thee, and give the king this fatal plotted scroll. Question me no more. We are spied.
Oh, my sweet Moor, sweeter to me than life.
No more, great empress. Bassianus comes. No. Be cross with him, and I'll go fetch thy sons to back thy quarrels, whatsoe'er they be.
Who have we here? Rome's royal empress, unfurnished of her well-beseeming troop. Or is it Diane, habited like her, who hath abandoned her holy groves to see the general hunting in this forest?
Saucy controller of our private steppes. Had I the power some say Diane had, thy temple should be planted presently with horns, as was Actaeon's, and the hound should drive upon thy new transformed limbs, unmannerly intruder as thou art.
Under your patience, gentle Empress, 'tis thought you have a goodly gift in horning, and to be doubted that your more and you are singled forth to try experiments. Jove shield your husband from his hounds today. 'Tis pity they should take him for a stag.
Why are you sequestered from all your train, dismounted from your snow-white goodly steed, and wandered hither to an obscure plot, accompanied but with a barbarous Moor, if foul desire had not conducted you?
And being intercepted in your sport, great reason that my noble lord be rated for sauciness. I pray you, let us hence, and let her joy her raven-colored love. This valley fits the purpose passing well.
The king, my brother, shall have notice of this.
Good king, to be so mightily abused.
Why have I patience to endure all this?
Now, dear sovereign and our gracious mother. Why doth your highness look so pale and wan?
Have I not reason, think you, to look pale? These two have enticed me hither to this place. Oh, barren, detested vale, you see it is. When they showed me this abhorred pit, they told me here, at dead time of the night, 1,000 fiends, 1,000 hissing snakes, 10,000 swirling toads would make such fearful and confused cries as any mortal body hearing it should straight fall mad or else die suddenly. No sooner had they told this hellish tale than straight they told me they would bind me here and leave me to this miserable death. And then they called me foul adulteress, lascivious Goth, in all the bitterest terms that ever ear did hear to such effect. And had you not, my wondrous fortune come, this vengeance on me had they executed. Revenge it, as you love your mother's life, or be ye not henceforth called my children.
This is a witness that I am thy son.
And this for me, Stockholm to show my strength.
Come, Semiramis! Nay, barbarous Tamara, for no name fits thy nature but thy own.
Give me the poignard, your mother's hand shall right your mother's.
Stay! Madam, here is more belongs to her. First thrash the corn, then after burn the straw. This minion stood upon her chastity, upon her nuptial vow, her loyalty. And with that painted hope she braves your mightiness. And shall she carry this unto her grave?
And if she do, I were a eunuch. Drag hence her husband to some secret hole, and make his dead trunk pillow to our lust.
When ye have the honey ye desire, let not this wasp outlive us all to sting.
I warrant you, madam, we will make that sure. Come, mistress. Now perforce, we will enjoy that nice preserved honesty of yours.
Oh, Tamara, thou bearest a woman's face.
I will not hear her speak. Away with her.
Sweet lord, entreat her, hear me but a word.
Oh, listen, fair man. Let it be your glory to see her tears, but be your heart to them as unrelenting flint to drops of rain.
When did the tiger's young ones teach the dam? Do not learn her wrath. She taught it thee. The milk thou suckst from her did turn to marble. Yet every mother breeds not sons alike. Do thou entreat her show a woman's pity?
What? Wouldst thou have me prove myself a bastard?
Oh, be to me! Though thy hard heart say no, nothing so kind, but something pitiful.
I
I know not what it means. Away with her.
Let me teach thee! For my father's sake that gave thee life, when well he might have slain thee!
Hadst thou in person never offended me, even for his sake am I pitiless. Remember, boys, I poured forth tears in vain to save your brother from the sacrifice. But fierce Andronicus would not relent. Therefore, away with her. Use her as you will, the worse to her, the better loved of me.
Tamara, be called a gentle queen, and with thine own hands kill me in this place, and tumble me into some loathsome pit, where never man's eye may behold my body. Do this, and be a charitable murderer.
So should I rob my sweet sons of their fee?
No. Let them satisfy their lust on me.
Wait! For thou stayest here too long.
Not great! No womanhood! Ah, beastly creature! Confusion fool!
Hey! Bust up your mouth!
Farewell, my sons. See that you make her sure. Yeah, let my heart know merry cheer indeed, till all the Andronici be made away. Now will I hence to seek my lovely moor, and let my spleenful sons this troll deflower.
Come on, my lords, the better foot before. Straight will I bring you to the loathsome pit, where I spy the tiger fast asleep.
My sight is very dull, what airy bones.
And mine, I promise you. Were it not for shame, well could I leave our sport to sleep a while.
What, have thou fallen? What subtle hole is this? Whose mouth is covered with rude growing briars? On whose leaves are drops of new shed blood? Speak, brother, hast thou hurt thee with the fall?
Oh, brother, with the dismalest object heard that ever I with sight made heart lament. Why does not comfort me and help me out of this unhallowed and blood-stained hole?
My heart suspects more than mine eye can see.
To prove thou hast a true divining heart, Aaron and thou look down into this den and see a fearful sight of blood and death.
Aaron is gone!
Lord Bassianus lies in ruin here, all on a heap.
Like to a slaughtered lamb. Oh, brother, help me!
I have no strength to put me to the brink! Along with me. I'll see what hole is here, and what he is that now is leapt into it. Say, who art thou that lately didst descend into this gaping hollow of the earth?
The unhappy sons of old Andronicus, brought hither in a most unlucky hour to find thy brother Bassianus dead.
My brother dead? I know thou dost but jest. He and his lady both are at the lodge. 'Tis not an hour since I left him there.
Where's my lord, the king?
Here, Tamara. Thou grieved with killing grief.
And where's thy brother Bassianus?
Now to the bottom dost thou search my wound. Poor Bassianus here lies murdered.
Then all too late I bring this fatal writ. And if we miss to meet him handsomely, sweet huntsman Bassianus 'tis we mean, do thou so much as dig the grave for him. Thou knowest our meaning. Look for thy reward.
Among the nettles, at the elder tree which overshades the mouth of that same pit where we decreed to bury Bassianus. Do this and purchase us thy lasting friends. Oh, Tamara, was ever heard the like.
This is the pit, and this the elder tree.
Look, sirs, if you can find the huntsman out that should have murdered Bassianus here.
My gracious lord, here is the bag of gold.
2 of thy whelps, fell curs of bloody kind, have here bereft my brother of his life. Sir, Drag them from the pit unto the prison. There let them bide until we have devised some never-heard-of torturing pain for them.
I, Emperor, upon my feeble knee, I beg this boon with tears not lightly shed, that this foul fault of my accursed sons, accursed if the fault be proved in them.
If it be proved, you see it is apparent. Who found this letter? Tamra, was it you?
Andronicus himself did take it up.
Huh?
Did, my lord? Yet let me be their bail, for by my father's reverend tomb I vow they shall be ready at your highness' will to answer their suspicion with their lives.
Thou shalt not bail them. See thou follow me. Some bring the murdered body, some the murderers. Let them not speak a word! The guilt is plain! For by my soul, were there worse end than death, that end upon them should be executed.
Andronicus, I will entreat the king. Fear not thy sons, they shall do well enough.
Come, Lucius, come. Stay not to talk with them.
So now go tell, and if thy tongue can speak, who 'twas that cut thy tongue and ravished thee?
Write down thy mind, bewray thy meaning so, and if thy thumbs will let thee play the scribe.
Now in signs and tokens she can describe.
Go home! Call for sweet water! Sweet water!
Sweet water!
Wash thy hands!
She hath no tongue to call, nor hands to wash. And so, let's leave it to her silent walks.
And were it my case, I should go hang myself!
If thou hadst hands to help thee knit the cord.
Who's this? My niece? If I do dream, would all my wealth would wake me. If I do wake, some planet strike me down that I may slumber in eternal sleep. Speak, gentle niece. What stern, ungentle hands have lopped and hewed and made thy body bare of her two branches? Those sweet ornaments whose circling shadows kings have sought to sleep in. Why dost not speak to me? Come, let us go. And make thy father blind, for such a sight will blind the father's eye. An hour's storm will drown the fragrant meads. What will hold months of tears thy father's eyes? Do not draw back, for we will mourn with thee. Oh, could our mourning ease thy misery?
Fathers, noble tribune, stay. For pity of mine age, whose youth was spent,